With the festive season rapidly approaching, we thought we'd have a chat about Christmas with Father Bob Maguire. Ordained as a Catholic priest, he served as an army chaplain, fed the poor out of the back of a van, campaigned for social issues, and discussed the meaning of life on radio, TV, and the print media. So what's Bob got to say about Christmas? We live in a largely secular society. What meaning does Christmas have in the Australian context?
Days off. I think the Aussies like days off. You know what I mean? They were important for convicts because they never had them. You see what I mean? Unless the people in charge of the prison had a day off, well then the prisoners could relax. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's yeah, I know what you mean. The Christmas thing is not only a day, but it's a day off from worrying about whether Syria's going to blow up or whether all the boat people that are coming here and should be let in. You see, it's a funny thing about Christmas is we've even got an island called Christmas, isn't it? But that place you get thrown out. You see, whereas Christmas Island should be the place that everybody can come through. So oftentimes people don't see the joke of Christmas, which is that because if they go in church, they'll sing "Glory to God" in the highest. Beautiful orchestration and everything. Whereas in fact Christmas is supposed to be a celebration of glory to God in the lowest.
For some people, Christmas can be a lonely time.
Very lonely. It's one of the loneliest times apparently of the year, according to the experts.
What's your Christmas message to blokes who may be experiencing feelings of isolation or disconnection?
Well, connect. I mean, this is the worst generation, I suppose, for being so connected and yet being so separated. Because we've got everything's going. We've got bloody phones going, bing, 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 and all that. And you send text messages, whereas you should be knocking on a door. Why we've become so socially interconnected online, at the same time, we've become so dislocated in reality.
One of the ways that you're involved in the community is through the Father Bob Foundation. Tell us, what's the foundation about?
The local parish, we were gradually falling in love with the neighbourhood and the neighbourhood falling in love with us. I mean, that was Christmas. But then it was hard yakka because the neighbourhood and the church does not easily fit together. So eventually I realised, and I realised 40 years ago actually, we'd have to start some secular configuration. So we started Open Family, working with street kids in St Kilda. Because you went on the streets, you had to become acclimatised to street culture, see? And street culture has to be learned. That meant that you had to do what the locals needed doing, not do what you thought the locals needed, because you don't know what the bloody locals need. See what I mean? So we had to learn lessons, you see, in what's the word, becoming environmentally friendly. Now that meant going out with food, but not only food, you had to go out and be sociable. And to be sociable, you had to be respectful. So we had to learn all those things, respect, how to be respectful when you're in a position of patronising almost.
And how do you intend spending Christmas this year?
I don't know if I'm alive. What'll I do this year? Well, it's hard this year because I used to have a church, see, and we used to have 1,000 or 1,200 in church Christmas Eve, not midnight, but 6-ish, and then we could do things. Before we started doing the Catholic thing, we would have a half of an hour of doing a warm-up. See, make sure the Catholic thing wasn't hypocritical. See, so we used to have, I remember inviting in, who did we have? We had Hare Krishnas from round the corner. They come and dance and run up and down and, you know, it was nice. Can we go up the front? I said, what do you think you're here for? Go and take over the joint and then get out and let us do Catholic things, you know. And the other time we had the imam from the Werribee Mosque. And the other time we had the Jew, I think, with the, what do you call it? The chauffeur. The call to prayer. And then lovely Kutcher Edwards, the Aboriginal a musician. I think we had Irish another time, violins and singing and, because we were founded by the Irish. So you do a lot of that stuff. I miss all that, so this year when I've got nowhere to go, what am I going to do?
Father Bob, thanks for talking to us. Merry Christmas to you.
And the same to you, sir.